a good tip that I would give you would be that everything that I learn, every idea, I always look for another position on the fretboard. As we've looked, even that one idea, we've seen we could play it here, we could play it here, we could also play it right up here. And so the idea, every one of these that you learn, when you're familiar with them, try taking them to another form on the guitar. The same ideas, even if it's painfully slow, and picking out and finding the same notes. This will give you a much more connected use of them, that you can play them from any form. But the E and the D form are probably the two most widely used. And again, they can be moved. Instead of staying in the one area, we could shift everything up to our 4 chord here, or a 5 chord, and back. Let me give you an example of that. And I'll use similar ideas from the double stops on the same form, just on the E form. As you've seen, when we move to the 4 chord C, we could still use all our favourite there's our 5 chord, any combination of them. And again, stripped right down, these would be great for funk grooves or just rhythm playing in general. Instead of always sounding thick, you can use these ideas just to highlight the chord. I'll give an example of that for you. And very, very basic. And again, they can be played like that, or just pick simple grooves and try to add to them. Use combinations also of single notes for your solos. And I think what we should look at now is probably the scale, the Mixolydian mode again, and the blues scale, and see how they overlap, and how we can build our single note lines and then incorporate some double stops to add to it. So let's look at our blues scale over the G7th. Now just follow me with the fingering. 3rd fret, 6th string, 6th fret with your 4th finger. Now we've got the 3rd fret on the 5th string, 3 notes in a row. 3rd fret, 4th string, 1st finger. 5th fret, 4th string, 3rd finger. 3rd fret, 1st finger. 5th fret with your 3rd finger. 6th fret, 4th finger. 1st finger, 3rd fret, 6th fret, 3rd fret, sorry, 1st string, 6th fret. Let me play that just smoothly for you. It's a great scale to get used to for soloing over minor chords or dominant chords. But if we look at the chord itself, you'll notice that there's a note here, the major third of the chord, and that's omitted in the scale. That's not in the scale. So let's have a look. So to add gradually to the blues scale, that's a good note to start introducing to your blues scale. You can add it right up here in the top too. It's simply the blues scale with the major third added. And gradually what we want to do to fill in the complete picture of the mode, we could add 2 more notes to our blues scale. Do these gradually and get used to the sound of them. But we'll add in the 9th, which is here on the 5th fret. It is also here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So that would be our 9th. And we could add in the 6th. Again, 5th fret, 2nd string, and it'll reappear 2nd fret. Remember our 6th intervals. So now we have our blues scale with the major third, and we can also try introducing, let's say, the 6th. We'd introduce the 9th. Here it is again, the 6th. Let me play a few lines for you and listen carefully and see if you can spot the 6th and the 9th and the major third being added to the blues scale. And you'll see that it'll offer you a lot more colour. I'll just play a few lines for you. Let me show you some of the moves there. You noticed I slid into the major third, right up here on the 7th fret, the root. I put together the major third and went down to the 9th. That's a good movement. 6th, root. I'll do that quite a lot. Notice sometimes the flat 5, this note, I would have found it here. 2nd fret. Again, that's coming from what we looked at previously. Again, the possibilities are endless.